It looks like the score's 2-0. Looks like Shannon Murphy's up right here. But looks like the other guy's got to go to 6. He should be able to be out here. Looks like he should just be able to backspin, but I think these tables are playing pretty quick.
Yeah, but been noticing too that a lot of people have been using high English too.
Yeah. Well, he's way out of line now.
Yeah.
But he's got a good defensive shot. He can just basically hit a stun shot here and come behind the 9 ball. Shoot the 8 ball back down the middle of the table.
Yep.
But
or cut it one and go to the side rail underneath of it too. We'll see what he does here.
he had the right theory. He had the right theory. He just didn't hit it good enough.
Yeah.
I think he should have went above the 9 ball and let the cue ball float behind the 9.
Yep.
He went the other way, but that's just part of learning. That's why,
Yep.
That's why these, C players, they're still learning.
And Shannon Murphy will
he's
definitely will be out.
He's not going to miss this.
No.
But these tables are tough, I guarantee he knows to respect them. He's not going to just baby this ball in.
Yeah. And as they've been saying for the last 2 days, that this is the second hardest table.
Yeah.
Here.
But I'm glad they're playing on this table, the TV table.
Yeah.
I mean, all the tables are tight in here, and they're all good tables, but this one's definitely, you have to pocket the ball.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. They don't hang very much here. They just spit out.
Well, we're up 3-0. We know the score's not correct on there, but it's 3-0 Shannon Murphy.
Yep.
And they're forgetting to put the 2 ball in the back. They can go all, I think Shannon has it, I think it can be behind the 9 ball, but I'll have to double check on that. But I see it's definitely not behind the 9 ball for sure.
No. That means somebody didn't listen to Shannon's rules.
It's, I think a lot of times it's that, but it's also a lot of guys go by and see what they can get by with too.
Yeah.
And I mean, this guy's he's going to have to play good and get some good rolls for him to get back in this match. I mean, technically it's a what is it, 8-6 race now?
Yeah. No. Yeah, 8-6 race. Yeah.
Well, this guy he already had some opportunity. He could have won the first 2 games pretty easy, and I think he's just nervous being on the TV table and people watching him. And besides that, I think he's they're saying he's a C player, he's learning too. So.
Yeah.
And he's more than likely going to get greedy and go after the 9 here.
Yeah. I've actually seen this guy at the Derby City play.
Really?
Yeah. He actually.
Did he play good? And he's a C player here?
Kind of understanding there.
Look, you guys probably don't see him, but Truman Hogue's here. I mean.
Yeah. And Greg Sullivan.
Yeah, we're going to watch our wallets. Just joking. Truman's a good old boy.
Yes, he is.
I notice he's not playing in this. There ain't no banking involved. This guy tries to play safety battle with Shannon, he's going to lose.
Yeah.
He needs to just fire away and just that's the only way he's going to get back in this is fire away.
Yeah, it is the only way he's going to.
Yeah.
But Shannon kind of messed up there. He let the 1 ball get a little loose on that one too.
Yeah. Well, he barely missed the safe, but
yeah.
This guy right here has had he's had the opportunity every time he's been in this position where he should have won the first 2 games, and then he gets down the last couple of balls, he does something wrong.
Yeah. From this position, both of us should be out no matter what.
Yeah. This guy should be out right here, but should just have to hit this, cut it over to the right side of the pocket, just center ball, nice and easy. Keep that angle on the 5 ball. Now he's going to run away.
Yep. That puts a question in it.
Well, we're going to see if he's going to go in the side and then go all the way down and come back, or if he's just going to nick it and leave it right there. But he's got to go to the left.
No, he's going for actually for the combo. Wow. I don't think I would have done this.
Well, not on these tables, unless I think a 6 ball a little closer, but it's
plus
very makeable. It's
plus
makeable.
He's leaning all over the table too.
It's makeable for sure. He made it. 3-1.
Good shot.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Looks like it's 3-1, but it's a race to 5-8 now. See if Shannon puts a 2-ball in the back.
Yeah. Kind of wondering how if Shannon breaks them hard or.
Yeah, he never soft breaks or medium. I mean, he tries to hit him. So he's putting a 2-ball in the wrong spot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won't baby him. He'll hit him pretty good. He actually come up on about medium there.
Yeah.
That shows you how tight them pockets are. You see that ball? Cue ball went all the way down the corner and just looks like it was going straight in the hole and hit the titty a few times and just stopped right there. Well, he can go defense or offense here. It depends on what he wants to do here.
And he goes offense.
Yeah.
And
Definitely short.
yeah.
He's going to shoot 2 all the way back down, leave the cue ball down here towards us, the bottom of the table. He's going to try to go between the 7 and the 6 more than likely. He tried that.
And he got away with it.
Yep. I don't know. That angle's pretty close.
Yeah, one person does know these tables, though. This table here is you, being in the finals of this tournament once before here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very tight table. I can't believe he can't hit that at all. Sure does look like he can hit it, but evidently not. Wow. Wow, he had to kick at that. I thought for sure he'd seen some of that ball, but evidently not. Shannon's going to play. They're going to continue to play a couple safes here, but he's got a good safety.
Oh, yeah.
Come back down here by the 6th ball. Wow, he played it out in the middle. I don't think he meant to do that either. I think he just underhit it a little bit. I think he meant to bring it down here between the 6, 7, 9, put the 2-ball on the other side by the 3 off the rail or somewhere.
Right.
Well, he just got done playing on a bar table too, so I think Shannon's getting
Which
these
he
thoughts.
did. Which he did win.
Yeah, he did. Well, that's right. He did win 8-ball, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's just getting these thoughts together right now, and different stroke and all that on it from a bar table to this table.
Yeah.
So as I say, his first match, you know, he's not going to play as good as he's very capable of playing, but you know, if he was playing a stronger player, you know, it might be a little different. But he can get by with a little bit around, you know, playing a C player. Wow. Well, you know, some people go to church and some people don't. So,
wow.
I take it he goes to church.
Yeah, I would have to say he does.
That's all part of the game, though. At least, you know, it's still worked out. But he's got a nice angle here. He can just backspin it and take it over to the side rail where the 3-ball is and just leave himself a little bit of an angle. Should be 3-1 Shannon.
Yes. That'll keep it going for a while anyways.
Yeah, 3-1 Shannon. Well, it looks like he played the shot right. Let's see if it bounces off the rail a little bit. Yep, that's perfect. Should be able to come back between the 9 and the 4 here. A little stun shot.
We're looking here too. I'm looking at the form parts and y'all were talking about it. One of the other things y'all was talking about is the short shelves. They're not short. They're the deep shelf diamond. The pockets are, I don't know the exact size of them, but they're
definitely, I think they're 4 and, I'll say they're 4 1/4, I think.
Yeah, they're
pretty, tight.
Yeah, they're
tight. You got to you got to be able to fire it in there. If it hits any of those titties, it does not go on these tables. Does not go. I think this is a table you definitely got to hit you got to be able to have a medium soft stroke on to be able to pocket balls continuously. You know, you hit them hard, you better put them between the pipes. But it looks like he should just be able. He's got a couple ways he can go here, but it looks like he should just be able to stop it right there.
Stop shot, or come back a little bit and then go.
Yeah, should be able to 8-ball right here, and then I personally would just fade over to the rail, shoot the 9-ball in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
He's got a few ways you can do it here, so either as long as he gets on the 9, it's all that matters. But I think forward a little bit and just stun it a little bit, but I can't tell what he's doing here. Yep. See?
And then he does that
Well, you know,
because he wanted too much of it.
Well, it's like I said, you know, when you're learning the game, you need to take what's easy. I think he was trying to come straight back out. I don't even think he was actually trying to fade over there, but Shannon's definitely going to win this game. It'll
Oh, yeah.
take a miracle for him to get out of here, but
Except when if he does.
take for a miracle not to mess up, I mean, but.
He almost did there, too.
Yeah, they said this guy's a choke artist. Well, you know, anybody, you know, we all start out as C players or D players, you know. As long as he learns from it, that's all that's going to matter. If he doesn't learn from it, then you're right. He's going to continue to be a choke artist. But I wouldn't say choke's the word. I mean, it's just experience and learning, trying to do more than you need to. Well, it looks like we're 4-1 Shannon Murphy now. So, and you're right. He's playing like a C should. Sometimes you'll get in these tournaments, you get C players that play like A players.
Yeah. Well, remember the last guy, one of the last guys in the tournament that was in the Calcutta. He went for 110.
The C player did?
Yeah, the C player. Remember
Wow.
the last guy they were betting on? He went for $110.
That was that C player? That was a C player?
Yeah, that was a C player.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with it.
I heard him bidding. I didn't know it was a C player. It definitely
Yeah.
makes a big difference, though.
So.
Looks made a ball on a break. It's going to have a
Three balls on the break.
Three balls. Well, this is the crucial shot here. What's he going to do? He can be offense or defense, but
Yeah.
being that he's down, the boy, he needs to bank this shot.
But us Kentucky boys, we would bank it.
Yeah, you can bank this. He needs to bank it and be more aggressive. He needs to bank it and just come straight back. Basically, leave the cue ball about right where it is. It's about a foot in the middle, basically the middle of the table.
You can bank it with high English and come around.
Yeah.
Three rails and come around dead perfect for the 2-ball.
Right. I got a feeling he's going to play safe, though, but I could be wrong.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, but he shot that ball like it was.
Now he's in trouble.
Yeah. You don't do that ball that hard. Play the shot.
Well, the way he's got a couple options here, but
now he plays defense and doesn't get away with it.
He actually plays he's got the right theories. He just either comes up too short or too far every time. He has the right thinking process. He just doesn't do it. But I'd have to say he's probably in trouble in this rack. Looks like he should just be able to straight back spin this, basically leave the cue ball about a foot off the rail, if that, so he can come straight back down the table. And he did pretty good here. He's fine. He's just going to come back about another foot or two, and that's it, and leave it in the middle of the table. A little farther than he wanted. He didn't want that. He's straight in now. He's going to have to.
But with Shannon's stroke.
Oh, yeah.
That
well,
don't
I was
mean
just
nothing.
saying, he definitely made it a lot harder on himself.
Oh, yeah.
I think if he's stroking right, he wouldn't have never done that. He'd have left it in the middle of the table, and just all he had to do was make the ball.
Yeah.
Is that 5-1 now?
Yeah, 5-1.
Yeah, it's 5. Yeah, I think it's, the guy's trying to learn, but, he's trying to learn also against Shannon Murphy on the 2V table here. So mentally he's battling his game and mentally battling the player too. So.
That automatically comes up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's correct. A's, double A's go to 11, A's go to 9, and B's go to 7s, and C's go to 6.
I don't know if Shannon's got any events up in northern Alabama.
No. I've been in the military and I've traveled to quite a bit of his tournaments, and I'm pretty sure he's never had one up there. Now, he's definitely got near Alabama. He's in Georgia all the time, South Carolina. I reckon it depends on what part of Alabama you're talking about, but definitely the northern part, he has events around there all the time. He was just down at Johnny Archer's room here about 3 weeks ago.
5-1.
5-1. Well, he gets on the 3 ball here. It looks like he's come up a little short though.
Yep.
But he's been getting by with it, so he can do it as the C player. Yeah, Josh Newman and Sam Monday are really good players, real good players. Definitely double-A players.
He's going for the combo here, which I wouldn't
Well,
even.
you know,
but he's down though.
He's down, and he's learned the game. I don't see a problem with this, and he almost nailed it too. But he just needs to try to make something happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not telling him to slop anything in, but you can just tell he's hoping and grinding, and that's that table for you. Like that side rail, these side pockets are brutal here. And see how he get up? Yeah, it just shows you, Shannon's one of the straighter shooters there is. Well, not around here, just in the country, period.
Yeah.
That just shows you can't take these for granted.
No, definitely these tables are tough.
Oh, Josh was an A at the time? Yeah, strong A, huh? But he's definitely kid's got all kinds of talent. There's no reason why he can definitely not be a future pro. But in my opinion, I think AA players are pro players. At a minimum, semi-pro players at a minimum.
And we've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah. So, and those, I know the men don't have no professional rankings, but players know who's who.
Yeah, definitely so.
Yeah, I think Josh won all kinds of Shannon's tournament as an A. He won at least probably 5 or 6, and I know he turned around and won like 2 in a row last year sometime as a AA. So, kid's just got all kinds of talent, and he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Don't say much, he just plays.
Scott, like you're talking about, wished you played the big table like you do the bar table. It's just the bar table is so short, and it's just the stroke is different for the big table.
Yeah.
But where we're from, a lot of bar box players, and we don't have a lot of people.
Yeah, they're better bar box players. We're both from Louisville. Better
Yeah.
bar box players than there are big table players there, for sure. Outside Banks on a big table.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, I've been in the military and been going away from Louisville a lot, but at the same time,
He hit that ball good.
Yeah,
as long as
he
it
did.
comes up real.
he's going to be dead on top. But see that ball fade out? Wow, it's a good shot. Well, he should just he should just a little bit above center, hit it nice and easy. The way his table rolls, you can roll basically maybe just a tad a little right, but nothing fancy, just bring it up the middle of the table.
But he did something good there. He breathed. Before he shot, he was just breathing.
Right.
Calming down, trying to calm himself down.
Yeah. But that's like you said, anybody can catch on fire at any time, even C players. I mean, they got him ranked as a C, and I think that's probably about right where he needs to be.
Yeah.
But the B range here is so wide. They could also have him probably as a B minus, but there is only B rankings. There's no B plus or B minus.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely need a solid stroke. Everybody talks about solid stroke. You need a solid stroke on any table, not just a big table. I think they're different strokes, but solid stroke is, you need it on all tables.
Yeah. But it's funny is we play people back home on the bar boxes that we play pretty even, but we put them on a 9-footer with us, and it's a whole nother story because they're used to their other stroke and not letting the stroke out like you do on a 9-footer.
I was looking at 5-2 now, right?
Yeah, 5-2.
5-2. This other guy needs 4, and Shannon needs 6. So he's still. Shannon ain't got it tied up. I think Shannon just needs to be able to get it back to even. Then I think he'll be fine from there. But he gets this guy a little closer. You just never know. Looks like this guy's breaking a little farther out in the middle this time.
Yeah. Ooh, missed it completely.
Yeah.
Did you see all the draw on it? So
Yeah.
it just 5-2.
I think he's a little bit right, but I think he's okay for a 3-ball.
Yeah, but he's on the 2-ball.
Oh,
there.
he's got the 2-ball
Yeah,
down
he's
there?
got
Oh,
the
okay,
2-ball
I didn't
there.
see that.
So
I'm sorry.
depending on what he's going to do.
Just
here.
looking at it like it's a combo dead on there. It's if it wasn't in the bottom 2 pockets, it counts.
Yeah, I know. It went straight in the bottom pocket.
Yeah.
Spot the 9.
No.
Yeah. No, I moved it. I moved it down. Well, I see people on here talking about the squirt and English and all that stuff. I think it just depends on the level of the player and how they use it. You know, I remember players for years used to tell me as I've played pool more about center ball. I rarely off a center ball, rarely, and I understand it. I think there's many ways to skin a cat in pool.
Yes, there
I
is.
think if you've always done something one way, even though by the book it's not typically the right way, if you can make it happen, then do what you got to do. I just think there's a lot of different ways to make balls, and but as an English and squirt and all that stuff, I don't personally get into all that. I use center ball and let the speed dictate everything. Speed of the cue ball.
Yeah. Well, what's helped you out too is you've actually had the cue at school too.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Stan Shuffett.
Yeah,
and
Stan Shuffett. Yeah, Landon Shuffett. But I have to say the best teacher I've had probably been Jimmy Reed. Stan's probably number 2, but I'd have to say Jimmy Reed's probably been the one that taught me the most.
That's pretty good there, Scott. Talking about not good at center ball, but getting better. But you see me
Yeah.
with outside grab the rack. I have no problem doing that. If I ever have to play you and I see you outside the rack, I'm grabbing it, buddy.
Uh-oh. Look out. We got
God.
Truman Hogue over here.
We're in trouble now.
Yeah. He should definitely be out here. He come up a little short. He definitely wanted to go a little farther. He's got a couple ways he can do it. He can just come off the rail there and leave himself a little tougher shot, or he can come back around. It's however he wants to do it. That's what he decided to do. I agree with that. Just roll it straight up now for the 7-ball in the corner.
Yep.
Then he can go 2 rails back behind the 8-ball.
Yep.
I think that's what he's going to try to do. Yeah, he's all right. Now he's going to come 2 rails back up on the top. Shoot the 8 in the bottom right corner and the 9 in the other corner.
He just went 1 rail instead of the 2.
Yeah. And it looks like he's going to go either corner pocket here. Yeah, so he went same one. That was a good run out, though. Well,
6-2 now.
6-2. Looks like a race to 5-4 now.
Yep.
For everybody out there, Shannon's got to go to 11.
They got him as an A player?
No.
Oh, double A is
Yeah,
11. He's halfway there now.
You guys are talking about Pro 1. I didn't learn the Pro 1. I did centered edge, and I learned it in about 5 seconds, and I haven't looked back.
Yeah.
I've glanced at the Pro 1, but I'm one of those, I believe if something works, don't change it. So I know me and Stan's talked about it many times, but I like the centered edge, and I just do it. I don't think about it, and it works for sure. But, the Pro 1 works for you, drive on. I believe, though, all that stuff does help, though.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, they're going to see if he went to church again, and he did.
Yes.
This guy goes to church quite often, I noticed. But I'm going to find out what religion he is, because I might have to You know.
We might invest in that.
You know, but
Now he's going to pull a jump cue out here.
well, you can tell by his demeanor. He's already gave up. You know. If he wins, he wins. I could be wrong, but that's definitely his demeanor. Yeah, you're talking about playing on field. Yeah, hey, I think, like I said a minute ago, I think there's many ways to skin a cat and pool. I believe that if you're a person that's always went by feel and you play good at it, hey, stick with it. And if somebody asks you to look at something, there's nothing wrong with looking at something. The idea is if you get down and you like it, do it. And if you don't, then go back to your old ways. You know, there's just because you go by feel doesn't mean it's bad.
True. Okay.
All right, no problem.
I believe Shannon was trying to make a safety there, but come up way short on it. But then this guy's come up. Now he's got to do something.
Well, we can't tell if he's straight in or not. If he's not straight in, he's definitely got some. He could go down to the bottom rail with some stun shot here. But it looks like he's going to go top right. Looks like here, or it looks like he does. I'm not sure. I think I think he tried to go on the other side of the 5 ball there, but he can make this. But he can make this shot. Looks like he can come out. If he hits it perfect, he can actually come back out the 2 rails out in the middle of the table for the 5 and the side. But
Right.
And I think he just missed it bad. I think he actually was going for it there. Well, Shannon's been kicking quite a lot from this guy's accidental safes, but that's part of pool.
Yep, very true.
Well, it looks like he's going to kick 2 rails behind it. He's going to try to leave the cue ball back there behind it if he can. Yep, he played it perfect. Actually, no, it came out a little bit, but he had the right idea. For sure. I think the table's just going so fast like we talked about. He hasn't got no room for, error here.
Yeah, there is none with these tables.
Well, it looks like he should just come straight down the table. He should straight down the table, it's down the rail, and come 2 rails back out in the middle of the table here. Just can't hit it hard. Maybe a little bit of right center on here, but not much. Oh, yeah. From that angle, he can from that angle right there, he can definitely just do center ball hit, go 2 rails, come out in the middle of the table. He's just got to hit center ball. Not slow, though. Medium speed.
Well,
yeah, it looks like he hit it straight in the rail. I think the guy, just like we talked about, he's playing Shannon Murphy on the table here. He's a C player trying to learn. And I think he's kind of getting caught up in the moment instead of actually playing the game itself. I think if he played that game at home by himself, he probably would have been out there. He should be able to come. He was wanting to come almost back on the side rail here. He didn't want to come too short on this, but he's still all right. He can bring it back out or go forwards, however he wants to do it. He's going to go 2 rails back out in the middle of the table here.
looks like Shannon's getting warmed up now, too.
Yeah.
He's not even thinking anymore now. He's just getting down and shooting them.
As like I said, he just got done winning 8 ball on the bar table, so he's got the bar table stroke. He's got to get adjusted for the big table.
Yep. He's got it down to 4-4 race now.
Yeah, it looks like pie hole inflex said it's a poke. Yeah, he's poking. Because, like I said, he was just over on a bar table. I think he's just getting used to it. You know, and I'll be honest with you, the wind, they got a cool breeze in here
Yeah.
right here on this table, and it's easy for you to get a little cold. You know, these guys need to learn to be able to put that 2-ball in the back of the rack. They keep putting it up front all the time. I think he keeps on leaving himself a slug rack every time. You notice that?
Yeah.
I think of some ball, but I'll tell you what, he's leaving himself slug racks. But every time he's broke, he's made 2-3 balls.
Yep. Every time.
Yeah, every time. It's just one rail. It's just one rail come out, shoot it straight down the corner. One rail come out. Yeah, there he goes.
Dude, I'm surprised that ball went in the way it went in there.
Yeah.
It slid in.
Yeah, it looks like he should be able to just stop this right here. He might even have to bring it back a little bit. He goes forward. He could get in trouble here. And, yeah, he got in trouble, I think. Can't really tell. The angle's a little bit off here. We can look at his face and tell, though. He doesn't seem too happy about it, so.
I don't know. I think he got all right.
He can go. He's got a couple ways. He's going to go 2 rails out, you know, or he went 1 rail.
Now this is fraught with peril here.
Yeah, well, the way he's set up here, he's got to go 2, possibly 3 rails back down here for the 6 if he hits it right. He hits it too hard, he's going to scratch.
And mishits it completely.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't get comfortable. It's got, like I said before, Shannon's got a couple of shots he can play here, but I think he's gonna play defense here. He's gonna just push the 5 ball over and leave the cube ball on this side. He wants to be aggressive. He could have went this way, but he wanted to hit it harder and go 2 rails back out in the middle of the table. But he's gonna play defense here.
Oh yeah.
Try to leave it behind the 7 or the 9. That was a good shot.
Yep. Worked out real well.
Well, this guy here, he's got a 1 rail kick, but he's got to hit it on the fat side, because if he doesn't, he's going to scratch in the corner.
Yep.
So he's got to make sure he hits it on the fat side and brings the 6 back out towards the 9 ball. Leave the cue ball at the end of the table. Looks like he.
Or hit it thinner and make the cue ball go up table.
He
on
might
the 6
scratch
stay
on
down.
this one. I can't tell unless he's going 2 rails behind it. No, he hit it. Well, at least he hit it, but Shannon should be out here. He's got a touchy shot, though, coming up right here. He can go 1 rail straight back down, but he's got to be on which side of the 7 ball, so he's going to leave it out in the middle. Nope. He's actually right behind the 9 ball, I bet you. Wow. That was a great shot on this table. Great shot, because this table flies. For you to put that cue ball right there, that was a great shot.
Yep. He knows it pretty good. As we're seeing here, as they're racking, sponsors of the stream: Michael Billiards, Simona's Cloth, Aramith, Focused Apparel Clothing Wear, and Bank Shot Calculator iPhone app. I've seen the iPhone, the bank app, but I have not actually used that thing yet.
Yeah, I've seen. I haven't used it also either. Well, you kind of don't need to use the bank iPhone in Kentucky and Louisville, because, well, you got great bankers around. So why do you need an iPhone banker for?
Yeah. We're kind of privileged to have Truman Hogan in our presence at all times.
Or Brian Roberts.
That's very true.
Well, he's got a couple ways he can do this. He can play defense, but I think he's going to be aggressive, go down 1 rail on the back rail.
What is the score rate?
Should be
8 to 1.
No, 2.
Oh, 8 to 2. Yeah, 8 to 2.
Shannon Murphy should need 3, and other guys should need 4. Well, yeah, he needs to stay aggressive. He's down here, and safeties are going to do him no good. He had the right theory and the right idea. I think he just hit the titty there and got him messed up. But Looks like
You can look at his demeanor now. He's.
Oh yeah, you can tell by his demeanor. He's walking around. He's gave up, and you can't do it against a great player. They'll eat you up. It's a shot Shannon should make, but the way his table's playing real fast, he's going to try to come back out in the middle of the table here. Just leave him an angle, shoot the 5 all the way down the corner.
Yep.
He was trying to bump the 6 over. See that?
Yep.
That was a nice shot. Nice. Bump the 6 over, so then all he had to do was make the 5.
Now he's got to let that stroke out now.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's got an angle to backspin or not, but it's kind of tough with that side pocket there. I can't tell what he's going to do right here from the angle we're at here. Yeah, he can come back for sure. He can straight back.
Ooh, he might have came right.
Wow, look at that. See that table veer? Table come over about over an inch to the right. That's the second time that other shot. Remember the ball veered to the right?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to remember that if I'm on here.
Yeah.
This guy right here, he's going to play defense, but he needs to be aggressive right here. He's got the 7 in front of the other pocket. He just needs to bank one rail, try to make the 6, be aggressive.
Just a little bit of inside English and just cut it just a touch and you'll bank it.
That's true. I mean, yeah, you go that way, but I wouldn't use no English. I just use center ball and get your angle right.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Now, if the 7 ball's got a little bit of an angle, he should just be able to hit center left and just come out and leave him an angle on the 8 in the far corner to come over for the 9. But if he doesn't, he needs to shoot off the rail first and come out.
Yep.
Looks like I can't tell what he's doing here.
Looks like he's trying to draw off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow. I think he had an angle there. He just didn't see how to do it. You see what I'm saying? But this still works. He just left himself a tough shot.
Yep.
Pretty much just a straight.
But we've been seeing him too, though, on a lot of these key balls.
Right here's where he's been messing up the last 2 or 3 balls. He's had 3 or 4 games where he's been out the last 2 or 3 balls.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you're right. He's thinking too much. He's into the moment. He's not thinking about the match. He's thinking about, I could beat him a game, compared to thinking about the match. But he should just come off 1 rail. He could go 2 rails by the 9 ball.
He'll baby this ball. Just like what he did.
And I've learned in my game and anybody else's game, when you short stroke like that, you're just not confident in what you're going to do. And just straight down the corner, he should be out on this one. Should be a 2 to 4 race after this one. Shot. Sorry, didn't hear you.
Yeah, I know. You can't hear anything with those on.
Well, I am deaf. Oh, this is a funny guy over here today, and he's funny.
He's the funny guy today.
Well, his tooth's not feeling very good today, so I'm gonna take the brunt. Whatever he gives me, I'm gonna take it because I feel it. Because I'll tell you what, when my teeth hurt, it's horrible. Hey, look, somebody put the 2 ball in the back of the rack. Hey, first time. Well, this guy needs 4, and Shannon needs 2.
Nope, he scratches.
And, yeah, look how he scratched right here. See what we got coming up right here. He should be out here. He should just roll up a little bit, shoot the 2 in the corner. Just come back a little bit. Basically, he should be able to just leave the cue ball right here the next 3 shots. That was shot, and he's going to hit this center ball 1 rail, come straight out. But he needs to come back to the middle of the table towards us so he can come down for the 4 ball, though. I mean, the 5 ball. Oh. Yeah, he come up a little short. He didn't want that. But, no, he's actually come out. This table's rolling. These tables are rolling really easy. I mean, it looked like he was coming up way short, and it rolled back.
The lighting helps.
I think he's going to – he come out 2 rails for the 6 ball on the side. Yep. Wow. See, that's what I was saying. These tables play fast and they'll turn around like it right there. He actually, I'm pretty sure he tried to come out 2 rails, but he come up short. He still got a shot, though. Looks like he's going to go 2 rails back out in the middle. Yep. As long as 8 ball don't get him. Yep, he's good. I'd have to say he's out here.
Yeah, I would say so, too.
Center ball straight up in the middle, basically by the spot. What would you do here? Did you take the 9 in the side or 9 in the corner?
Corner.
That's right. How many players would do that? Shoot it in the side pocket, you know?
Yep. And rattle it every time.
Especially on these pockets. These pockets are brutal.
This
Whoa, did you see that?
That's the tricky pocket. Remember this pocket on this table?
Yep.
Yep.
This pocket right here is bad.
Yeah, because when you guys talking about the corner pocket, I would have went to the other corner pocket, the right, the bottom right-hand corner, not the one towards us, but the farthest right-hand corner.
It's gaffy, man.
Well, looks like Shannon's on the hill. Shannon's on the hill, and the other guy needs 4. Shannon should have 10, so it should be 10-2. You know, and this guy the guy's had opportunities.
Yeah, he's definitely had
He's had at least 3 or
opportunities.
4 games where he could have won. He could have won, for sure. I noticed that the harder you hit these balls, the less they're made. The
Right.
less you hit them, the more is made.
Yep, very true.
Well, looks like he's either going to well at it or try to play safety. So I think
And-
honestly he was just welling at it, but you know, he's got a couple ways. I think Shannon's going to try to play defense here because 2 balls in a rough spot. He's going to try hiding behind the 9 ball.
Yeah.
Be surprised if he does, but he's up 10-2. He might just try something too.
Yeah, from that angle, yeah, he's going to play defense.
Wow, I'm surprised he's actually trying to put the 1 near the 9, though. You don't want to do that. Wow. Wow. I'm shocked he did that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Coming from him. I'm surprised he put the 1 near the 9. Yeah, I think on that, I think he had to do it all over again. He would have definitely separated the 1 from the 9 ball.
Yeah, very true.
All this guy's got to do is really make contact with it and have a shot at it. If he goes this way, I don't think there's no way he can make it. I think he can just hit it and let it go.
Oh,
Wow. Well, the 1 mile bite stopped down here.
uh-oh.
Well, it's a
no.
good thing that, 5 balls in the way.
Yeah,
Well, there is no 3 foul, so
true.
he's fine. But Shannon should be out here. The 2 ball's the question. Everything else goes. Looks like he's going to go 2 rails down on the bottom corner. He's going to go 2 rails down and shoot the 2 in the side.
Right.
Kind of surprised where he put the ball in hand at, but, you know, Shannon's a hellacious player, so he knows what's going on.
True.
I'm just saying for the tight pocket, you know.
He's not a double A for nothing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's strong, dude. It should be routine here. A
Yep.
couple ways. It should be just straight down between the 9 and the 5 and back out in the middle of the table.
Wow.
A little too far, but he's a banker. This is automatic bank. Come out in the middle of come 2 rails, as long as he doesn't get behind the 9 ball. I'll be surprised if he doesn't play defense. Yeah, I think he played to make it, but he played to miss it too.
Sure.
Because if he'd have made it, the cue ball wouldn't have ended up there.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot for a 5 ball to be in the corner pocket open, and he's got a cross corner pretty easy bank it for him not to go for it, up 10-2.
Yep, very true.
And then that's how you get repaid for not being aggressive. I think he should have been aggressive and ran out with his shot making ability.
Yep. He's kicking at it too. I'm really surprised. Well, I don't know.
Oh, he can make his. Very makeable.
Wow.
It's a good try, though.
And he come out good on it too.
Oh, yeah. Now, this guy, I got a feeling he's just going well at it. I'm surprised if he doesn't kick cross corner here. If he can't, at least he can do is hit bottom English. He should shorten it up.
Yep.
Well, it looks like he's going on the rail. I can't tell if he's got to shorten it up or not. I think he could. I just wasn't for sure if he knew how to do that or not. But you know, it's a lot of times we can see something from here compared to down there.
Right.
He might have been hooked or something. You just never know. But he can go a couple ways here. 2 rails out in the middle.
Which he did.
He's got a couple ways. More than likely, he's going to play his 5-ball straight back, basically right where the cue ball's at now is where he wants to bring it back. Played that perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, he should be one rail out in the middle. He's going to take one rail. He's going to do. No, he didn't do no rails. He's straight in the corner. Should be just a routine stop here or backspinning or get on the rail, however he wants to do it. But should be one rail out in the middle of the table.
Oh, yeah.
And this was a game ball here. I think this guy had a lot of chances. I felt that he got wrapped up in the moment.
Yeah. And I've seen him shoot before.
I've seen him shoot on the bar
stuff.
table, but not the big table. I think he was getting caught up being on the TV table and not only that, just the TV table, but playing Shannon too.
And that the table is hotter right now because we got all the lighting and everything on it.
It is a tough table, but no excuses. I mean, he really had a lot of opportunities to win that match. Well, we're going to get off here for a while.
All right.
Wait till they call the next match. Later.
See ya.
What's happening, my friends? Did you enjoy that match? Good. Man, I answered that question that I asked you immediately after. Okay, so the next match coming up will be very soon. This is InsidePool.tv.
Who is it? Who's next match? $8 for an 8. Does this go to anything important?
So remember our sponsors, Simonis Cloth, Michael's Billiards, Aramith, Focused Apparel Clothing Wear, and Bank Shot Calculator. We'll get more into that next match. Hang in there, everybody. Okay, there's 3 cops in the room right now. All right, guys, there's 3 police officers in the room right now. They just walked in the door. We got a woman cop and 2 other cops, and they're looking right at the TV table for some reason. I have no idea what's going on. They're just standing there smiling and all right. I'm not sure what exactly was happening here, but they're walking right by me right now. And they're going out the door. All right, so there you go. Another little fun-filled adventure here at Michael's Billiards in Fairfield, Ohio. Suburb of Cincinnati. Always fun, always fun. Make sure you stop in here and see Mike Medley and the crew. Awesome people. And we'll be right back with you. That was fun, wasn't it?